I wanted to make a video to accompany the start of my training log on the Elite FTS Discord. I figured it'd be easier than typing it out. The whole point of me starting a training log is I found the itch to again to have a public training log. I wanted to kind of keep track of what I was doing and why I was doing it, and things that worked, things that didn't work, and I want to be able to share it with other people. I didn't really. It just did. It felt weird doing it on like Instagram or Facebook. It just felt weird, forced, labored, trying to keep a training log on one of those outlets. And I asked Dave if I could start a training log, contribute to the Discord, and he said absolutely. So here I am. Here's my introduction. I'm not going to necessarily get into what my past has been like. The whole point of this is what I'm doing moving forward. I'll probably have some other past, like my intro to myself. I explained, a little bit of my history. But moving forward, in the last year, I've hurt my back pretty significantly to me because it's sidelined me pretty hard. I found out that I had sleep apnea. I found out that I had some thyroid issues, and all of these things were making life very uncomfortable, unpleasant, and the last year's been super hard considering I came from about 12 to 13 years of going really hard at powerlifting and enjoying it and being successful at it, and then all of a sudden it went to a year where just like the e-brake came on hard, and I'm not the one that pulled it. And this last year's been a pretty significant battle for me. Not to say that in the grand scheme of things, my situation is significant compared to other people. My situation is significant to me. So yeah, I decided that this year, 2023, I was going to forget about powerlifting for a year, sort of. My main goal was to take care of my back issue, which is a herniated disc, L4-L5. I was going to treat this whole year as if I was just a normal person trying to treat a herniated disc, not a powerlifter trying to return to a competitive level. My decision this year was I'm just going to take this year and fix this, because I've spent the last 2 years trying to get back to competition and just continuously hurting it. Next, my goal was also to get down to a healthier body weight. Not that I was very unhealthy when I was, in between 304 and 315 for most of my training careers, where I kind of hovered. I felt that with my back problems, with my sleep apnea, my thyroid, it would help me tremendously to lose some weight. And if I was not trying to be a competitive powerlifter anymore at my weight class of 308, there's no need for me to walk around at 300 pounds. So my goal, which I started in July of 2022, was I wanted to be 250 pounds by my 40th birthday, which is July 7th, 2023. So we're about the halfway mark. I started at about 304 pounds. I am currently 270 in the morning, so about halfway there. It hasn't been too difficult. I mean, all I did was go really low carb, which sucks, but it's like the only thing I knew. But I've been stalemated at 270 for a while now, and I feel like I gotta kind of explore different avenues. Another goal that I had for this year of 2023 is I wanted to bench 405 with my feet up. With my back injury, I found that it's not possible to bench with my feet down. There's too much pain, there's too much discomfort. It keeps me traveling backwards instead of going forwards as far as my back recovery. But I still need something to get lit up for. I still need something to just go to town with in the gym. Like Blaine Sumner talked about it in his podcast with Dave about how he just still needs that like outlet to where you can play that song, or you can hit that ammonia, and then the hair stands up on the back of your neck, and you get that rush of adrenaline, and you find out, in that 5 to 8 seconds, what you're made of. And I still need that. And I thought to myself, well, what can I do that is going to still help me live in that realm, but not take me backwards. And benching with my feet up, I can press that as hard as I want, and it does not affect my back at all. So my goal was to bench press 405. Um, been harder than I thought. Um, A, with the weight loss, um, and then B, I haven't really trained as a powerlifter very hard in the past year and a half, just because my back hasn't allowed it. So it's been harder than I thought it would be. Um, I would say I am probably 3 months into the process of this goal, and I maxed out about a month ago, and it was 365. I tried 405, and I got about halfway up, and I just stalled out. So a lot of um, a lot of what I'm going to be writing about in my log is that process of how I'm trying to get to 405 and the things I try and bench, considering that my feet are up, so there's no leg drive. I don't arch anything, so it's just a flat back. My arms are really long, and I've lost about 30-40 pounds. So all those things considered, those are huge things weighing against me on the bench. And I've been trying a lot of things trying to fix those that I've never had to deal with in the past. So it's kind of like a learning experience, trying new things I've read in books, and letting them play out in real life. So basically, the main point of this training log is for me to kind of document, my journey of my weight loss, my health, my bench goals, and then hopefully at some point after I get past this year of devoting just to healing my back, we'll reassess, and hopefully I'll be at a position to where, okay, we can get back to powerlifting, and that would put me at 40. A lot of powerlifters really don't peak till their mid 40s. There's so many of the great powerlifters, like Donnie Thompson, Chuck Vogelpool, guys like that. They peaked like in their mid 40s, mid late 40s. So I feel like if I sacrifice this year now, that gives me an opportunity to take one last run at it, if that's a reality, and I'll assess that. Like, I'm not sitting here saying after this year's up, I'm getting back on the gas pedal. Like, my mind has been changed. It's been altered, as far as my goals as a powerlifter and a person. So after this year off, if we get to assess things and it turns out that I can get back on the gas pedal, I've made the necessary changes and adjustments to fix the problems with my back health, my thyroid, my sleep, all that stuff. If all that stuff's been fixed and handled and I'm ready to go, then I will evaluate that from that point. I don't want to be done. I feel like I left a lot on the platform. I feel like I had a lot left to contribute to powerlifting. And it's who I've been for the past 13 years. I've known nothing other than powerlifting for the last 13 years. So you start talking about things like identity and stuff like that, and that's some scary stuff when you're faced with the reality that you might lose your identity. It's scary stuff. So I figured this was easier to make a quick video talking about what my log's going to be about moving forward. I look very much forward to contributing to the Discord. I've been on it for about a week now, and I'm not good with technology. I'm not good with message boards and stuff like that. Like social chat communities like Discord. I'm not really good at that stuff. It doesn't click to me. So I'm slowly starting to figure it out, and I've been able to answer some questions and communicate with people, and I really like it. It's a good addition. It helps a lot of people out, and it helps me. So I'm very excited. I appreciate the opportunity from Dave and Sheena to let me contribute on the Discord. And, from here on out, we're just going to try to fix problems.